Good morning, my tribe, my XRP army, everybody out there in YouTube land. It's Monday. Hope you're going to have yourself a great day. Watched something over the weekend of a Brad Garlinghouse interview where he was talking about another use for XRP. It's along the same lines of international currency exchanges, but not only paying for goods, but how about paying for wages? Let's say you're a corporation with headquartered here in the United States and you do your banking here in the United States, but you have a factory in, let's just say, Mexico. And every 2 weeks, a month, whatever it is, you got to make payroll. Well, under the current system, you would send money via SWIFT to your bank in Mexico. And that means you have to send it 3 to 4 days in advance, which means that money is no longer available to you for those 3 to 4 days to do other things, such as buy down your lines of credit, purchase materials, invest in R&D, whatever it is, that money's dead to you. And what XRP does is it redeems those 3 to 4 days. And money is now available to you to do all those things, at the very least, to keep your debt burden lowered, which means you save the interest. There are so many things that Ripple/XRP will do as far as freeing up money around the world that is currently tied up in this antiquated SWIFT system. SWIFT has announced they'll have their own blockchain. They are at least a decade or more behind Ripple Labs. That means something. It means something big, really. So understand what it is you're holding. And do you know what money is? Michael Butler posed a question in the comments section about money. It says, what is money anyways? And I say it is a representation of your labor. If you don't labor, then it's everyone labors. Even if all you do is live off of the proceeds of your money, you have to work a little bit to manage that money. So that's your labor. Managing your money becomes your labor. So money is a representation of your labor. How you exchange your labor for things that you need or want, that's another matter. Currently, in the United States, we use the US dollar, which is devaluing because they continue to print more and more of it. I think the rate is 430 million or 430 billion, 430 million a day, I think it is, that they're printing. Yeah, that's a big number, and it has a meaning as far as diluting what is already out there, and that's what you get inflation. Now, if you have a fixed supply of something, you're not going to have inflation. XRP has a fixed amount, and it has a small, very small burn rate. I've checked on moving my money from my XRP from an exchange to private holding. If I send 5 XRP, or if I send 5,000 XRP, it's all the same cost, the exact same cost. So if I send 50 million XRP, is it going to be the same cost? Looks to me like it. That's going to have a huge, huge effect on finances. It really, really is, people. You need to understand what it is you hold. Chief financial officers, when they figure this out, they're going to have a field day of boosting XRP into usage. By the way, XRP, $100,000 today, please. So I see bright things on the horizon for XRP. I really, really do. There's so much involved in its use case. There will be others that will come along, work alongside of it, such as XLM, HBAR, ADA. They're all 20,022 compliant. How much will SWIFT lose to XRP? How much of the non-SWIFT money exchange around the world will be taken up buy XRP and XLM and ADA and HBAR and all those other things, all those other ones that are 2022 compliant. I think a pretty good chunk of it, once that begins, I think you're going to see a revolution, and it's going to happen very quickly. What's very quickly in the overall scheme of things? How often do financial systems die? Every century, whatever. The average lifespan of a fiat currency is, I think it's 27 years. The United States has gone since 1913 with a dual system, greenbacks and silver certificates, and then in 73 Nixon cut it. So we've gone, what, 57 years, something like that. Britain has gone 200 years because of empire. It's called taking from other people and giving it unto yourselves. We do the same thing essentially through the petrodollar. But they all came to an end. Ours will too. When it does, there'll be pains in the exchange, in the process of moving into the new system. Hold on to your XRP. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Economic Ninja said he would never sell any of his XRP, and then he sold half of it to buy XCN, and just now he said he sold the other half of his XRP to buy React. You do you, boo. You do you. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a trader. I don't want to trade. I'm a little too nervous about that. So I'm going to hold my XRP. I have bought a little bit of React as a placeholder. And I do buy other projects that I will sell in and out of. But not my XRP. That's kind of my retirement fund. That's what I got for you today. Please leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel. And share it out. Hit notification bell. God bless you all. Take care. And I'm out.